In the autumn of 1917, while Europe was engulfed in the horrors of the First World War, an extraordinary event unfolded in the quiet countryside of Fátima, Portugal. An event that would become one of the most debated and mysterious religious occurrences of the 20th century. On October 13th, a vast crowd gathered in a muddy field called the Cova da Iria. Rain poured steadily from the grey skies, soaking the thousands of pilgrims, skeptics, and journalists alike. Yet, they stood united in anticipation. For months, 3 local shepherd children, Lucia dos Santos and her cousins, Francisco and Jacinta Marto, had claimed that the Virgin Mary had appeared to them, delivering messages of repentance and prayer. She had promised that on this day a great miracle would occur so that all would believe. These apparitions had begun in May 1917. The children described a beautiful woman, brighter than the sun, who appeared above a small holm oak tree. She identified herself as the Lady of the Rosary and instructed them to return on the 13th of each month. Crowds had slowly begun to gather, drawn by both faith and curiosity. By the 6th apparition, tens of thousands had arrived. The Virgin had reportedly promised a sign from God to convince the doubters. And as the day arrived, people came from across Portugal. Despite political hostility from the anti-clerical First Portuguese Republic. At noon, with the fields still drenched and the sky overcast, Lucia pointed to the heavens and cried out. Suddenly the rain stopped and the clouds parted. The sun emerged. What happened next defied explanation. According to numerous eyewitnesses, believers and non-believers alike, the sun began to spin, changing colours as it did. Some described it as a wheel of fire. Others said it danced, trembled, or zigzagged across the sky. It radiated multicoloured lights that bathed the surrounding landscape and people. Then, terrifyingly, it seemed to plunge toward the earth, causing screams of panic from the crowd. Just as quickly, it returned to its place in the sky and shone with its usual brilliance. As the astonished crowd gathered itself, many realized something equally strange. Their soaking wet clothes and the muddy earth beneath them had dried. People dropped to their knees, sobbing, praying, rejoicing. Some fainted, others wept openly. Even journalists and secular observers, including correspondents from the anti-religious Lisbon newspaper O Século, confirmed that they had witnessed something extraordinary. Dr. José Almeida Garrett, a professor of natural sciences, later testified that the sun appeared to defy all known laws of physics. In the years that followed, the Catholic Church launched a thorough investigation. On October 13, 1930, exactly 13 years after the miracle, the Church officially declared the apparitions and the associated miracle worthy of belief. Francisco and Jacinta, who both died young during the Spanish flu pandemic, were later canonized as saints by Pope Francis in 2017. Lucia entered a convent and spent her long life writing about the message of Fátima, including a series of secrets the Virgin was said to have revealed. Despite widespread devotion, the miracle of the sun has not gone unquestioned. Skeptics have proposed a variety of natural and psychological explanations. Some argue it was a case of mass hallucination or collective suggestion driven by the highly charged religious atmosphere. Others have suggested optical phenomena like parhelia, sundogs, or other atmospheric effects, such as high-altitude ice crystals bending light. Some point to retinal overstimulation or after images caused by people staring at the sun for extended periods. Yet, even many scientists acknowledge that such explanations fail to fully account for the sheer number of consistent, detailed reports, especially from individuals who were not predisposed to belief. Today, the sanctuary of Our Lady of Fátima is one of the most visited pilgrimage sites in the world, drawing millions of people each year. Pilgrims come not only to honor